Good afternoon, everyone. And again, welcome to our virtual tech conference. I am joined by Shawna B-Ruglass from ICTC, or is it WIL Digital or WIL Digital?
WIL Digital.
WIL Digital. Perfect. I just didn't want to get that wrong. So Shawna is the program administrator and outreach coordinator, and she's located in Whitby, Ontario. She's a graduate of Humber College with a passion for community engagement with a focus on diversity initiatives and student success. So two really important issues in employment right now. So that's amazing that you've brought your expertise. Shawna brings these skills to ICTC and WIL Digital, working with employers, entrepreneurs, startups on fundraising strategies. Shawna works with the WIL Digital Wage Subsidy Program to support Canadian post-secondary students so they have valuable work experiences and gain a competitive advantage in the digital economy. So I'm really looking forward to learning more about your program and about your background. I'm going to leave you to it because we're a few minutes over, but I'll be back towards the end to take any questions. So if you want to share your screen and your video, I think that I will leave you to it. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Rachel.
And thanks to ICTC. They're a sponsor today. I want to mention that. And I know that a lot of your colleagues are here in the chat. So if you have any questions, please put them there. And I think they're probably monitoring the chat so they can, answer any questions that you guys have. And if you have questions as we go along for Shawna, you can put them in the event chat or in the stage chat as well. So I will leave you to it, and I'll be back towards the end.
Thanks so much,
Thanks,
Rachel.
Shawna.
And thanks everyone who's on the line today. Really appreciate it. I'm kind of new to doing these virtual presentations, so please bear with me. I just want to thank everyone and let you know about ICTC and our WIL Digital Wage Subsidy Program. First, what I'm going to do is just share with you a commercial that we have. One moment.
Growing your business while creating jobs has never been easier thanks to the WIL Digital program. We offer financial assistance of up to $7,500 when your business hires a post-secondary student. Sounds good, right? Well, it gets better. The streamlined 6-step application process is so simple. To get started, you'll need to fill out a bit of information about your company. Next, we'll need to know where to send the payments, so be ready with a voided check and some basic banking info. We'll also need to know about the type of placement you plan to offer, along with some info about the student you plan on offering it to. And here's the best part. We have staff dedicated to helping you out at every stage of the process. So if you're not great with forms or you're unsure how to best make use of this amazing program, don't worry, we got you. Get more from your business by registering with WIL Digital today.
So let's say you have to read an
Thanks everyone just for listening to that. So I just wanted to present to you this commercial of our ICTC-WIL Digital program and just kind of give an intro to the program. Next, I'm going to present to you a slideshow that gives more detailed breakdown on what ICTC does, as well as the WIL Digital funding program. ICTC's WIL Digital Work Integrating Learning Program offers wage subsidies for hiring post-secondary students. About ICTC, we have partnerships, research, consulting, and talent programs. We bring all of these together so that we can help Canadians and Canadian businesses be competitive in a digital economy and globally. What the WIL Digital program is, it's an innovative work integrated learning program that helps employers grow their businesses by hiring post-secondary students under a wage subsidy. Students make a strong addition to the workplace. They're often driven, offer a fresh perspective, and have up-to-minute skills. Students can work for you in research, writing, finance, technology, marketing, field and lab, data analysis, healthcare, and more. The eligible types of internships that are funded under WIL Digital include fintech, web marketing, social media, IoT, e-health, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, website development, software game development, intelligent retail and commerce, applications development, smart retailing, cybersecurity, and clean technologies. Currently, our wage subsidy is 75%, up to a max of $7,500 per placement, per student, per term. When we look at the wage subsidy, I kind of tell employers, look at the example of $10,000. To get our maximum wage subsidy, you would have had to pay your student at least $10,000 to receive the maximum $7,500. If you look at this calculation, an employer would be looking at paying approximately, for 16 weeks of work, $10,240. Minus the wage subsidy, the employer's contribution is $2,740, less than $3,000. Another great thing about our wage subsidy is because this is a federally funded program, if the employer qualifies for provincial or municipal programs, we can actually stack this funding together, and employers are able to actually receive up to 100% funding for their students. Now, eligible businesses. An employer must be a registered private business or a non-profit organization in Canada. You can be a post-secondary institution, a small or medium-sized business. You have to provide students with meaningful WIL opportunities that help develop their foundational and entrepreneurship and business skills. Also include some digital technology components. For students, eligibility requirements. Students must be hired on as an employee of the company for the duration of their placement. Students must be Canadian or have permanent resident status, and also protected under the Refugee Protection Act. Students also can be enrolled in full or part-time in a recognized Canadian post-secondary institution during their work period. There's no age limit. Students from first year up to PhD are eligible. Now, how do you apply? You're going to identify a student that you'd like to hire. Once you've identified that student, you would then go to our website, create an account, and similar to the commercial, go through that six-step process. During that process, the student will then get an opportunity to fill out their forms, and then the application is submitted back to ICTC for review. If there are any changes that are needed or corrections, we will send it back to you by email. And if not, you'll get the next part of our approval process, which would be the contract. Once you have a contract, then we have something we call our mentorship forms. This would include a learning plan, which is done in the first 2 weeks of the placement, all on our application portal. Then there are two midterm evaluations. One midterm evaluation and one final for the student and for the employer. You would do that as well as provide proof of payment via pay stubs, and then you are reimbursed within 4 to 6 weeks. Another great value add that ICTC offers to our WIL Digital students are our WIL Digital e-learning courses. Currently, we have courses in fintech, intelligent retail and commerce, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, accessibility in tech, and much more. All students who are funded by a WIL Digital placement also have the opportunity to take these micro certifications at no charge. We'll have more information during our one-on-ones and our chats with you, but basically I wanted to open it up for questions for employers and also any students or job seekers who are on the line. If you have any questions, let me know and I can definitely answer them for you. And I see that Assad A said that he's a junior analyst looking to get back in the field. Now, if you are a student or currently taking part-time classes in a Canadian college or university, you could utilize our wage subsidy for finding a position. Now, all these wage subsidies are initiated by employers, but it's a great thing that students and job seekers also have this information, that when they are searching for jobs and looking for employers, they can give this information to employers, which helps employers have less of a financial risk or burden with taking on a new employee. And I see that someone put a question in our chat basically asking about remote work and that if work from home options are going to become increasingly the new normal. What I can say is that for the for the funding for this work placement program, that remote work is allowed and has now become a new norm. It was a measure that it was implemented due to COVID. However, it now has become a permanent measure as we know that businesses have changed. So for students who are in a remote position, their positions can be funded through the WIL Digital Wage Subsidy Program. So I will end the presentation here, but we will be around. Also, we'll be networking. My team, Jan, and also Vicky on my team are here in the chat. So we'll be here to answer any questions during the rest of the presentation and also be back for the Q&A later on. Thanks, everyone.